Hey y'all, it is cold here. Oh my gosh, it's 1:30 p.m. on Saturday, September 28th, and it is basically winter. It's under 50 degrees, or it's about 50 degrees, feels like 48. Already like too cold. Anyway, if you're new here, my name's Nicole. My pronouns are she and her, and this is Art of the Budget. I'm an artist and educator currently learning about budgeting, saving, and planning for retirement and sharing what I learn as I bumble my way through. I am here for a September week 4 budget check-in. I've got a couple of, a good amount of transactions, and we're just gonna go through them pretty quickly. Okay, so I think I can make this a little bigger. There we go. All right, so I currently have a infestation of fungus gnats in a couple of my houseplants. So I bought something off Amazon called mosquito bits in hopes that it will kill all of them. We're getting into winter, we're getting into like the wet season here, and I just don't want these little gnats in my plants. So I bought mosquito bits off of Amazon for $12.49. And I think that's going to go into household. Y'all know me. Even when I go over, I still like to keep everything in the like correct area. So mosquito bits are going to go there. Curious, what is living in household? Oh, hey, that's cool. Okay, back to transactions. Okay, so I have a few like food related transactions. I ate lunch at work yesterday in the cafe. I actually did pretty good last week. This last week, it was the first week of classes for the school where I work full time and then teach a class. So I was there a lot of the week, and I did meal prep pretty well, but I was short one meal on Friday, so I ate at the cafe, and that was $11 total. So that's going to go into restaurants. I went to eat lunch with a friend the last weekend, and that was like kind of a fail. I mean, not eating lunch with my friend, that was delightful, but I ate at this Thai place, and for the first time ever, I got Tom Kha Gai soup. Oh, Violet, excuse me, buddy. Tom Kha Gai soup, and it was not good, and I'm not really sure why. I just like didn't like feel like sending it back or something, even though it really wasn't good, and I really didn't want to pay for it. But I did anyway, and it wasn't the cheapest soup, and including tip, it was $16.39. So that was a bit of a budget fail. And y'all know I don't like claim failure too often. Okay, so I got something at school. I don't remember what, but in the cafe for $3.25. Is there anything else? Yeah, I got 2 coffee charges. Whoa, that's like a lot for me. $6.26. That went into the wrong thing. Let me move that. $6.26 goes in restaurants. All right, back to transactions. And then $5.65, that goes to restaurants. And I also ate dinner at a different Thai restaurant. I've been really into Thai food. And that was with a friend who I owe, you know, like not owed, not like we like keep major track, but it was kind of my turn to treat. And so that was $55.09 total for 2 people. So not the cheapest meal ever, but like not the most expensive meal by any means. I also, like I said, maybe I didn't say, when I went to lunch, it was because we were going to the movies. I went to see the movie Hustlers. I'm going to totally do a review on the movie Hustlers because it is completely about personal finance and economics. And I highly recommend it. If you've watched it, let me know down below what you thought. Like, I mean, it's like a very glamorous movie to begin with, but like when you really start thinking about it, it's very interesting. So let me know down below if you have any thoughts about it. I'm going to do a review at some point, I think. I don't know. I'm just going to talk about it. I don't know how to review movies. But anyway, I went to see the movies and I treated my friend. I know I'm really into treating. I gotta get better at not better at that. I just got to get better at sticking to my budget. That was $21.44. Okay. And also I paid to go on a hike to Mount St. Helens, but I actually didn't go. They're on it right now. So this week classes started at the school where I work full time. Next week classes start at the school where I just adjunct, and I just felt too overwhelmed to go. One, because I have a lot of things to do this weekend before classes begin again. But two, because I had a really long day at work yesterday. I loaded kilns, and I also did a talk at the gallery. We have our faculty and staff show up at the school where I work full time. So I did a talk, and I also had a little event where I gave away buttons that people could customize, ceramic buttons that I had made. And I was just my back was really tired. I've had some back problems lately. I'm teaching throwing, so I need my back, and I just didn't feel comfortable risking a long hike. I don't think we were going on a particularly strenuous hike, but I felt like I couldn't spare the time or the possible back pain. So I made the choice not to go. So that was $20 that I really didn't get a lot of value from, but honestly, I really love hiking clubs, so I'm happy to have at least paid my way, even though I ended up bailing at the last minute. Hopefully that makes sense. I realize I have another lunch here. I just did a lot. I mean, honestly, if I'm really looking back at the week realistically, I ran around a lot. Normally I'm at my job, 40 hours plus. But this week I had to run to the other school I'm working at. I had to run around a lot, and I had a lot of long days. So I ate lunch at the other school one day, and that was 4:03. I just got a slice of pizza. I don't feel great about all of this red, but I also know that I'm in the midst of kind of banana times, and I'm just gonna give myself a little bit of grace. I think things are gonna chill out a little bit after classes are going at both places, and I've kind of found my footing, but right now I'm getting run a little ragged, if that makes sense. I'm sure you can all understand. Okay, so looks like I actually put the movie transaction in here twice, so I didn't go to the movies twice, so I'm going to delete that one. Let's go back up to housing. This was another kind of fail of this week. So this is the month where whatever promotion I'm on for internet to make it reasonably affordable ends, and I then have to pay. I mean, I didn't realize, so I didn't call ahead. So instead of $79.95, my internet was $96.95 this month. The internet situation is kind of interesting because I have a housemate. I charge her just a flat fee. I don't charge her for internet. And then I actually live in a house where there's a downstairs and we share the internet. But I pay for the internet, and that is because for a couple of reasons. One, because of the way the electricity is separated, some of the electricity from the basement is on their bill, and I use the basement. I actually just use the basement the most of anyone because I use it for my studio. Y'all saw that tour. And then also I use the front entryway to do this little pop-up gallery thing. So I just feel like to sort of make up for that electricity and the fact that I kind of use more nooks and crannies of our shared space, I pay the internet. So we really do have to have pretty fast internet for everyone's streaming needs. So yeah, it went up to $96. I did call. I actually had to call twice and talk to 3 different people. But I did finally get someone from the loyalty committee or whatever, the loyalty area, and they were able to bring my bill back down to that original price of $79.95, and they said that they would credit my account for September for $15 to bring that back down. So hopefully I'll see that credit in the future. But in any case, I'm going to just put the regular price in October. Hopefully I'll see that credit, so my bill will be a little less than $79.95. Okay, moving right along. Electricity came out. That was $33.54. Also, rent came out. That was $1,101.76. I'm working on getting a local bank account that I can transfer my rent money to and then send a check from there. Because my landlord doesn't offer any way to pay electronically. It also takes a long time to cash checks, and I just hate waiting for that. So I'm just trying to set it up. For now, I've been doing money orders, but those don't feel like a super safe way to send money. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, and I had one more budgeting. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a fail. I'll put that in entertainment. Before I went on my trip to Montana, I signed up for Spotify Premium. I didn't know if I needed to, but I thought maybe I needed to have access to things offline, and I didn't know like if I would be driving through places with no service. And then I forgot to cancel it. So I'm gonna cancel it, and I'm gonna try to get this refunded, but I got charged $10.78 this month. I don't think I need Spotify Premium. I'm just not that, I just don't require a lot in that area. And so that is just not $11 that I'm getting a lot of value from. So I'm hoping to get it reimbursed, but I'm not going to count on it, but I'm definitely going to cancel it. Okay, so then last but not least, I paid my car insurance, which was $98.40. Whether I pay 6 months at a time or monthly, it's the same price. And so I just leave it monthly because it feels like easier to keep track of. But like financial, like mathematically, it's the 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. No big difference. And last but not least, this month I paid my student loan. So that was $200.68. In October, that's going up to about $300. I just had to recertify my income, and it's gone up. As y'all know, it's gone up. So my income-based repayment is going up. So that is fine. I mean, whatever, it's fine. That is it for week 4. I actually changed my direct deposit as well. So I got a paper check. The last couple of things that will come out this month are, one, I will send a check. Excuse me. One, I will send a check to my parents for my loan from them. And then 2, $500 will be automatically sent over to my Roth IRA. I am on track to max that this year, so that will be exciting. Let me know down below how you're doing this month. Let me know if you got to see Hustlers and what you think. And let me know down below if, no, that's all. Just let me know those 2 things. If you enjoy these videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I am officially over 100, so I will be posting my 100 subscriber giveaway video soon. So look for that. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much. See ya.